Welcome, everyone, to the L7C Podcast Content Tuesday edition. Today, we have made it. This week has been talked about since summer, the big October 12th college football Saturday slate. We got the whole Content Tuesday crew with us, the captain, Byron Mitchell, the anime expert, Cedric Ware, and the EVP and NFL expert, Justin Ackendell. My guys, how are we doing today?
Oh, I am doing fantastic today. Happy Tuesday, gentlemen.
I'm great. It's not been too much bullshit going on this week. I'm doing good. I'm just waiting for Saturday. I'm pumped.
Too much bullshit this week. It's only Tuesday.
hey, sometimes niggas be started early in the week on the bullshit, man. You already know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you know what the fuck be going on, Mr. Lawyer. Like you already know.
I don't know, Justin. I think there's been a lot of bullshit going on. I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit that in the later segments.
Oh yeah. I try not to get emotional about that shit. That shit got to me today a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But first, we got to do the recap. OSU had a game this past weekend, and then once Byron hits the recap, we talk about the game a little bit. We're going to talk about this week and what happened last week. So, Byron, take it away, brother.
So, Ohio State took on Iowa. They won 35-7. Will Howard, 21 for 25, 209 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 fumble. Quinton Judkins, 13 for 78. Travion Henderson, 11 for 61. Will Howard also did have a rushing touchdown, so he had 5 total touchdowns this game. And Emeka Egbuka went off 9 for 71, 3 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith, 4 for 89. And another just beautiful one-handed TD grab. He did have a fumble. Defense, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles, and 4 sacks. Pretty much the same defense performance from Michigan State last week. The only negative thing I would say, again, is just for Will Howard to protect the ball better. These 2 turnovers per game is not going to work, especially when we get deeper into the season.
Cedric, anything that you liked particularly about the game, didn't like?
Big thing I like, Emeka Egbuka finally getting his shine. 3 tutties. It's a beautiful welcome, sir, to the senior season. Same thing that Byron just said as far as the turnovers. I didn't like, especially coming up with this weekend. This is the first start, first true, no offense to Iowa or Michigan State, the first true challenge we have this season. Need to keep those turnovers not happening. So just protect the ball.
Justin, what about you, man?
Man, get a faster start. Because goddamn it, I went to sleep at halftime. That game was boring, man. I was like, what are we doing? Slow starts against Iowa? Like, not Iowa ain't no pussies now. I did not like the 4th down call where they went for it on 4th down. It was just a Will Howard run. Like, we got to be a little bit more creative than that. Iowa ain't no hose. They play defense now. We already know that. But they did what they needed to do in the second half, start turning them over and scoring the ball. So I don't got too many concerns from that game. Just a little faster start. Like that's all I wanted.
Agreed. Anyone else? Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. It is Oregon. We play Oregon this Saturday because of the chaos that we're going to talk about. This is number 2 versus number 3. College game day will be their first Big Ten game that they're going to. Byron, what is your fear level for this weekend of a loss?
Right, of a loss?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say a 5 right now. It may increase as it gets closer to game day, but for right now, it's at a 5.
What about you, Justin?
Fear of a loss. Well, out of all the teams on the schedule, I would have to say 10 because Oregon is the best on there.
Yeah. Number. We don't know what Penn State is, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Best team currently on the schedule right now. How about you, Cedric?
I'd say a 7. Like, this Oregon team has some experience. They run the ball well, and they got Dylan Gabriel from Oklahoma over there now throwing the rock. So, I think if we don't come prepared, we could fall.
Yeah, and then not to look ahead, but Justin said it a couple podcasts ago. Once October started, this is where the real season begins. Because now, because of the ratings, at 3 Oregon versus Nebraska, at 4 Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
like that.
do I think Penn State's going to make the wave? Well, usually they falter, but if they stay undefeated, ain't no, man, I know they're telling Big Noon, we can't do that shit at noon.
Right.
Even though Big Noon gonna be like, nah, we gave NBC the Oregon game at night. Y'all are going to be at 12 o'clock.
I think that game will definitely be at noon, unfortunately, for Penn State.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, because man, if that one was at night, my loss meter would be high.
Yeah, that game's either going to be on Fox or CBS. It's going to be a day game. There's no way NBC is about to get those two like Ohio State and Oregon and Ohio State Penn State. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that means fucking what you call that means NBC really running these niggas. I don't know.
Right.
No, they're not. And 10 and then Nebraska. Yeah, every game on the schedule besides Michigan's times are to be announced.
Where's that Nebraska game at? Is it a home game or is it there?
It's here. It's in Columbus.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, obviously, this is the best quarterback that we are going in the regular season. This is the best quarterback that Ohio State's going to be facing in Dylan Gabriel. Byron, I mean, this guy, obviously, this time last year, we saw him make the miraculous comeback against Texas in that Red River rivalry, and now he's at Oregon. We know Dan Lanning's a hell of a coach. He was a candidate for Alabama. Like, what are you scared about that combination?
That's a good combination. Dylan Gabriel is a fantastic quarterback. He chose to make the move from Oklahoma to Oregon. And like I said, Dan Lanning is a good coach. Especially came out against Colorado last year, really put him on the map. But man, that's a good combination. I'm nervous because Dylan Gabriel, he's a great quarterback. I can't even phone.
Justin, what are some of your keys that you need to see OSU do to neutralize Dylan?
Definitely need to get pressure on Dylan Gabriel. We definitely need the defense to be out there getting pressure on them. But hey, this is going to be the best defense secondary that Dylan Gabriel will see all year as well.
That's true too.
Yeah, so he's going to need to be ready for that. We all know Dan Lang's a good coach, but you know what? He has some of the same issues that Ryan Day has in big games. I'm looking at some of his losses. Dan Lang has never beat Washington, and that's a Washington Kellen DeBoer hard Washington team. And one of his other top 5 matchups was against Georgia 2 years ago in the first game. They got destroyed 49-3. So Dan Lang kind of has the same issues that Ryan Day faces up here in terms of playing the top ranked teams and beating them.
Fair enough. Cedric, what about you, man? What are some keys to the game for the Buckeyes?
I think definitely, like Justin said, getting some pressure on Dylan Gabriel. I will say, while he is a great quarterback, he does throw turnovers. I believe in their game last week, he threw 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think of the 4 games they've played, he's thrown an interception in at least 2. And like Justin said, this is probably one of the best secondaries he's going to play this season. So I think we have an opportunity to get turnovers. For me, another unkept secret with Oregon is their running back. Jordan James is no joke. He can rip off 100 yards with some of the best of them. I don't want us to lose on the run because they have a good balanced offense. You have Gabriel throwing the ball, James running the ball. If we let them set the tempo and the pace, it will be bad news bears for us.
Agreed. And I just want to piggyback off of what you just said, Dirk, and what you said earlier, Justin, about OSU and the slow starts. There can be a slow start in this game. There can't be the defense just letting the Oregon offense just drive down the field and praying for a turnover like the past couple games. Like, they got to play lights out, man, because they could blink and they could be down 21-0. And we do not want a game where Will Howard is throwing 50 times a game and we go away from the run game.
Yeah. That's actually one of my keys to the game is to establish the run, because I think our run game could be a tide against them. When they play Boise State, Ashton Gentoo, you know how amazing he is. He was able to rush for 195 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Oregon's run defense is not good against a good running back. So I think Judkins and Henderson could be in a big game. Also, Will Howard is starting to use his legs more. So if he can scramble and get some first downs and put that pressure on that Oregon run defense, I think that could be a key to a game.
Just what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely think Ohio State needs to establish the run early in the offense because, like Byron said, Ashton Gentoo went off against Oregon, and then some of Oregon's home games. At the beginning of the year against Idaho, only being Idaho by 10, and then letting Boise State get a fast start on them. So I feel like if Boise State can go Autzen and get up on them and make them fear some shit quickly, I think Ohio State will be able to. And shit, in that Michigan State game last week, Michigan State was they were fighting that first half of that game. Oregon did not get off to a fast start in that game as well. So I'm more worried about can Oregon, at home get a fast start going against, a higher quality opponent in Ohio State. I have more questions about Oregon, honestly, than Ohio State in this matchup, if we're being honest.
Not to contradict you, Oregon was up 21-0 at half against Michigan State last week.
It was early. It was early in the game. It was after Dylan Gabriel had those turnovers. That's what I mean. Gotcha. I watched it. I mean,
these are the two teams that have been picked to finish at the top of the Big Ten, have a rematch of the Big Ten championship game. Obviously, if you lose here, the season's not over, but then you have to be locked in the rest of the way. Since this is a big game and we have not said his name yet, Mr. Ryan Day. Obviously, Ryan Day, besides when we play against Penn State, he gets criticized a lot in big games because when we play against the scrubs, the playbook looks like it's wide open. But when we play against the good teams, it looks like we only have 3 plays. What type of Ryan Day are we expecting today? Because he knows this is where his real season starts.
It's hard to say, man. Because like you said, in the big games, the playbook just diminishes, and I never understood why that happens. I need Ryan Day to be fired up. I need the Lou Holtz, Ryan Day to come out on Saturday.
Okay. Well, Ryan Day is not calling the plays this year. That's Chip Kelly.
Facts.
So we don't gotta worry about that.
But he's still the head man. I'm
getting there. I think we're going to get CEO Ryan Day this game. He's going to set the tone. He's going to have Chip Kelly. We're going to be aggressive out here. We're the road team. We are favorites. We still the road team out here. We need to get to a fast start. We need to establish a run. I think Chip Kelly's going to do a good job doing that. I mean, he came from UCLA, so he's used to playing Oregon. He's used to being in that stadium. So I think taking that play calling duty off of Ryan Day, particularly for this game, and just have him in CEO mode, just overlooking everything, making sure that leaks and bullshit is not happening. So I think this is a way better spot for Ryan Day to be in than having to worry about being CEO and calling the plays and making sure the offense is running at a high clip.
Cedric, you agree?
Absolutely. I agree. I mean, I think this will be an aggressive moment for them. Just double downing on what Justin just said. Like, Chip Kelly knows what it's like to play against Oregon. He was an Oregon head coach.
Yes, he was.
So he knows what that stadium's like. He knows what the atmosphere is like. He knows what's needed to start off fast and make sure we accomplish our goals here and get this dub.
That's facts. And we'll pick the score at the end of the game. But the week before a big college football week, everyone thinks it's just going to be chalk. Everyone thinks everyone's just gonna, take care of business. Typically, never the case, guys. This past weekend was absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. 7 ranked teams lost during week 6. Like 5 out of the AP top 11 lost. Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, Michigan, USC, Louisville, UNLV all go down in upsets. And they were another one, number 6, Miami survived 2 weeks again, 2 weeks in a row. What were your guys' thoughts on the crazy Saturday of the upsets?
Man, like it started with Missouri. Like I didn't expect Missouri.
Oh, they got destroyed,
mollywopped by Texas A&M, and then it just went downhill from there. But like it was exciting because I was rooting for the chaos. Like as a football fan, exciting, but man, craziness. Loved it.
Man, none of that shit really surprised me. Like those are all like spots where those teams will lose, except for fucking Alabama. That one took me. Those niggas losing to fucking Vanderbilt of all goddamn teams at Vanderbilt, where motherfuckers, I heard this from the SEC now, where motherfuckers will buy season tickets and it'll be the other team selling out fucking Vanderbilt Stadium, where the fuck it's called. That one surprised me. Alabama don't ever lose to Vanderbilt. Ever.
No.
That shit was the one that I was like, whoa. Shit's going down today. Like, weird shit happened. After that game, I went ahead and bet Arkansas. I was like, man, bullshit happened in the day. Bullshit's happened in the day.
Yeah, they never lose to Vanderbilt. They imploded as well. But Justin, to throw another one, because he ain't getting off the hook now.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know where it's going. Oh,
No
come
one
on,
thought Lincoln Riley.
and we ain't even 20 minutes in this bitch. You already.
we had the upsets, bro. That was an upset, bro. I didn't think fucking Minnesota was about to beat those niggas.
Minnesota is not good.
He
No,
hopped right
they're
on
not.
this man.
Yes, sir. James Franklin of the West. Lincoln Riley.
Oh man,
Come on.
He deserves it. I don't got nothing for him today. Ooh, you gotta wear that one because that's bad. Bad. Because Minnesota is not a good football team.
Yeah, and people started talking about USC. Like, you know what? After that loss to Michigan, I could see them making the playoffs. Joe Klatt, Greg McElroy, all of them, and then they lose to Washington. Now that shit's dead. Minnesota. Now that shit's dead. They ain't going nowhere.
I mean, they're unranked.
Nowhere.
Went from
USC
11
is
to
done.
unranked, dropped out real fast. They said, "Okay, we got to move them off the table. They're no longer. We're no longer considering this an option."
And what we said last year, people were questioning USC coming to the Big Ten. Just said they're not tough.
Wait. I want to get this stat out the way because this is a fucking great stat and for the Big Ten. In Big Ten games this year, where the team has to travel across two time zones, because the fucking Big Ten goes from literally Los Angeles to goddamn New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are 1-9. And I'm about to go through these L's. USC, they lost twice to Minnesota and Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State at Oregon last week.
Mm-hmm.
Washington at Rutgers, which is probably the longest trip you got to fucking take on a Friday, which is
that's
insane madness. Northwestern at Washington. UCLA at Penn State, Wisconsin at USC, so USC got benefited from that, and Michigan and Washington last week, and then the only win was Indiana going to UCLA.
I mean, they're just not tough. And the other upsets too, like Tennessee. Tennessee's known for a team that can score 60 points in their sleep. They only scored in the third quarter. That was the only quarter they scored in.
Hey, Arkansas's tough.
And Byron already said Missouri just getting annihilated.
Bro, that running back, Le'Veon Moss, had like 176 yards and 3 touchdowns. They were running down Missouri's throat.
And like we said about Michigan, if Michigan gets behind, they cannot win a game.
I don't know. And they bench Alex Orji too. They had to. But I do want to say, out of all the upsets, I think Tennessee isn't the worst.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, because we all know Arkansas should have beat Oklahoma State that game. And then they lost to Texas A&M, who's showing us that they're not a bad football team either. And that game was at Arkansas at night. So Tennessee losing doesn't make me think any less of them after that game. That was just a tough fucking game. Tough SEC game. And Arkansas is better than motherfuckers give them credit for.
Hey, bro, the streets are saying the refs are in Miami's pockets.
Maybe. Maybe.
2 weeks in a row?
I mean, I'm not going to say
2 weeks in a row?
Maybe.
Like, Cal should have had that.
They got drug money. They got the real drug money down there. Not saving money, but drug money, cocaine money.
Oh, no.
Like, this is ridiculous. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, Miami really came back from down 25 early in the third quarter. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, what happened to Cal's defense?
Well, Cal don't let them come back. That's on Cal, though. But
right.
I agree. But yeah, Cam Ward went off at 437 yards. Goddamn.
And then it's funny how, again, college football changes every week. Last week, it was solidified. Milroe was the Heisman frontrunner. After that loss, he is not the Heisman frontrunner anymore.
He is not.
And all the craziness. Texas, who got to chill, they didn't play a damn game. They're just watching the chaos. And they're just like, we're number one again. That's great. OSU 2, Oregon 3, Penn State 4. The Big Ten got number 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to last after this weekend.
Nope. You gotta take it how it is right now. Then Georgia 5, Canes, and then all of that. And then, Justin, we talked about him a little last week. Look who snuck back in the top 10.
Oh, my boys, Clemson?
Look at the Clemson Tigers just minding their business.
Bro, I'm telling you, Clemson really got the best spot for real. Everyone is not thinking about them at all anymore.
Except us. Except us.
Yeah, except us for some reason, but no one's mentioning Clemson. It's all about Miami in the ACC. These niggas are fucking hanging on for goddamn dear life right now.
Just quietly, too. Just quietly.
Yeah, fucking Miami's hanging on for dear life. Shit, if it's a Clemson up in that ACC championship game, or shit, maybe even our super dark horse Syracuse. They're going to get Miami a game. They're going to. I'm telling you that right now, especially if it's Syracuse. Kyle McCord. What's my man? Respect on Kyle McCord, bro.
Yes. And then shout out to Dabo. Quietly just became the all-time winningest, most ACC wins. Just quietly.
Shout out to Dabo.
They're moving quiet.
This is Clemson before they were winning national championship. Niggas knew about like the real fucking college football. We knew Clemson was hard.
Todd Boy, Sammy Watkins,
and then they started winning nags and let that shit get to their head.
Yeah, I remember that Clemson game against OSU where Sammy Watkins was just going off against us.
Bro, he put almost like a 300.
Y'all can't stop a wide receiver screen. God damn.
This is before they got the generational people of Deshaun and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. But, guys, this weekend has been pumped up since August. Oregon versus Ohio State. Well, now this one's lost a little luster because USC is ass. Penn State and USC. Texas and Oklahoma, obviously rivalry. Florida and Tennessee, that's a down south rivalry. Ole Miss and LSU. That's a Justin. 9. Someone's gonna control some destiny there.
Man, if Ole Miss and LSU play a fucking game anywhere close to the game that they played last year, that's gonna be the best game of the weekend.
And then Colorado versus Kansas State. Winner's that is going to take control of the Big 12.
The Buffs are back.
There's still Iowa State there, but you're going to be in charge of your own destiny. Like, this weekend is absolutely wild. Let's start making some picks here. Number 1, Texas, Oklahoma, 3:30 ABC, the Red River rivalry. And we know next week Texas is in hell. They got Georgia. Justin, who you got in this one?
First of all, shout outs to fucking ESPN for not putting this game at noon. I always fucking hated that the Red River rivalry
was always at noon.
I be doing shit sometimes at noon. I be missing the game every single time. So I'm so glad this shit is at 3:30 and give me Texas.
Yeah, because they got which now we're gonna see which has a tree because it's a bounce back. They got Alabama and South Carolina at 12. So you go from that game to Texas. This is actually kind of fucking wild. So you go from Alabama, South Carolina, and this is all on ABC. The 12 o'clock game, 3:30 Texas, Oklahoma, 7:30 ABC night game, Ole Miss, LSU. Oh, yeah. That's all in a row on one channel.
Love it. If you lazy, you don't gotta even check. You don't gotta even turn that bitch.
No. And Byron, Texas, Oklahoma. We know these teams, rivals. Who you got?
Man, I got Texas Longhorns. Man, it doesn't matter if Quinn Ewers is playing or Arch Manning playing, man. Them boys can move that rock. I'm going to Texas.
Okay. Cedric?
Welcome. I'm going with Texas.
All right. Next one. Let's get this one. So we'll go to the other 3:31 because this is big programs. Penn State, USC. Can Lincoln Riley get them a big win against a top 4 team? James Franklin, can he avoid the upset? He knows what he has in 2 weeks. Both these coaches are very similar. Cedric, who you got?
Man, I got Penn State. I honestly have no more faith in the Trojans. I just don't. After the football I've seen, I know it's only been a few weeks, but I'm going Penn State. I think this game means more to James Franklin than does Lincoln Riley at this point. Lincoln's 3-2. James Franklin's like, listen, this is my shot to get into the playoff. I got to keep winning.
That is facts.
Because I know I still got to play OSU.
That is. Yeah. Byron?
It's at USC, and Justin just gave us a stat about if you had to go cross country or 1-9. So I'm going to go with Penn State, man. I think they got to just, like Cedric said, James Franklin got to prove some stuff so we can't lose the job this year.
Justin?
Oh, well, you just saw that beautiful stat that I laid out for you guys, and you're still picking Penn State? They got to go across the goddamn country to play at USC?
Washington just came across the country and beat Michigan. So
right.
that game was at home.
Oh, that Washington?
That was a Washington home game.
That was a Washington home game?
Yes, the game was on late as fuck.
You want to talk about late?
Well,
Kansas State, Colorado's last.
I'll say that. It wasn't like 10:30.
No, that Miami Cal game though. That shit
was late. That shit
was not over until after 2 a.m.
That was bullshit. They need to move away from these 10:30s. I'll give a fuck up on the West Coast. Sorry.
Oh god. Penn State out. No, we'll Pac-12 after dark.
I love Pac-12 after dark.
Yeah,
right now, it's Big Ten after dark. Right?
They spread out now.
ACC after dark.
It's almost dawn.
Some late ass Friday night games.
Right.
But I'm taking USC here. Bounce back spot. Penn State gotta go all the way across the country. Who Penn State got next week?
Wisconsin.
Yeah. That's a tough at USC, then at Wisconsin, back-to-back road games before you play Ohio State. They ain't about to be undefeated going into Columbus. I gotta go. Ain't gonna be undefeated going to that OSU game because that game is not in Columbus. It's in Happy Valley. I'm going with USC here. Lincoln gotta bounce back, or he gonna be on his ass.
Penn State will not be undefeated going into Ohio State. I agree because this is what James Franklin does.
Yeah.
He ain't losing to trash ass USC. He's losing to Wisconsin next week.
Okay.
I'm taking. No, that is 10/26. That is Halloween type night. Oh no!
So he'll drop the Fickle.
Oh,
but he won't drop the Lincoln.
Jump around Halloween costume party. Book it.
I'm telling you, kitchen sink USC game. They gotta win this game.
Oh,
they
you're
got
right.
to. They got to.
I wouldn't be surprised if USC won. I can't pick them because they suck.
I just don't.
Well,
I agree. But the thing is, I agree that he's not going undefeated into Ohio State. I 100% agree on that. He's losing one of these. He is losing one of these two games.
I done gambled enough on USC. I'm done with them.
I think. Well, I'm not going to bet this game. Hell no. But
I need to see the spread because
it's -4 for Penn State right now.
I hate these. I hate this ESPN bet shit, bro. Their spreads be fucking bullshit.
They're ass.
It is not the ones on goddamn DraftKings and fucking FanDuel. I'll tell you that right now.
All right. So Justin, you've already claimed if both these teams go crazy, 7:30 ABC, this could be the game of the week. This is where game day would have been unless if OSU and Oregon weren't playing. Ole Miss and LSU, 9-13. Obviously, Ole Miss already has an L. LSU already has an L. They got to keep alive to try and be one of those final two teams for the SEC championship. Who do you have in this?
This is so tough. You know what? Ole Miss, deep South James Franklin Lane Kiffin gotta go in the Death Valley at night.
Yeah, full moon. If there's a full moon, it's a wrap.
Oh my god! Fuck it. I'm gonna take LSU and take the over because these niggas about to be going up points. Well, actually, Ole Miss plays real defense, so we gotta see about that. Ole Miss can actually play some defense, but I gotta go LSU here, man. Brian Kelly at home at night, LSU, and they're gonna be on his ass if he loses.
Yes, they will. So. Like you said, man. Late, we got James Franklin, we got the James Franklin of the West, and we got the James Franklin of the South, and Lane Kiffin. I mean, Byron, who you got?
Man, I want to pick Ole Miss, man, because I think they got the better offense. Like Justin just said, they got a better defense, man. But it's Death Valley at night, man. It's hard to pick against the LSU Tigers, man. I'm going Tigers.
That's a Chuck.
I was about to say that. Shout out to Chuck because I was going with LSU. It's Baton Rouge, Death Valley. Oh Lord!
And Justin is right. They will be more on Les Miles' ass if he loses more than they will be on Lane Kiffin's.
Brian Kelly, not Les.
Brian Kelly, I'm sorry. Yeah,
man, I went
Les Miles. Yeah, that's way.
That's how you know it's bad.
That's way back.
Hey, but Les Miles won that game. Three yards in a cloud of dust type shit with Jacob Hepster. Don't sleep with that old LSU boy.
Oh, they were two. He took him to two natties. So
one against Ohio State.
Yeah, that was 07. Next one, Colorado, Kansas State, 10:15 ESPN, which means this game may start until 10:30.
Right.
I mean, I'll be up for it.
Oh, I'll be watching the game.
If I stay up, I'm watching Boise.
Fair.
That's fair.
Patrick, who you got in this?
I don't even, man. I really hate these things at their power too. I really do.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If my guy Travis put on a show against number 18 Kansas State, he might be at Heisman getting closer and closer.
I mean, they in Colorado. I'll go with prime time.
Justin, if they win this game, we got to actually legitimately take them serious for the Big 12 championship. So who you got?
I know we got to start taking them seriously again, but it's still Colorado, man. These niggas still really fake news for real, bro. Like fuck that. I know what Kansas State gonna do. This is another one of those fucking running teams. These niggas essentially run the goddamn triple option. So I think I'm gonna go Kansas State here. They bounced back nicely after getting destroyed by BYU and then coming out and whooping the dog shit out of Oklahoma State. So I think they keep the momentum up and beat Colorado.
Yeah, both are 4-1. Like this is real. Like, yeah, I think those are all the big ones, and we'll pick OSU Oregon near the end. Texas, and we did that. It's gonna be. If you just want to be a homer and watch ABC all day, you can do that. If you want to watch CBS all day, you could do that. ESPN, Fox, it's gonna be something. All right.
But wait, who's Byron's picking?
Oh, Byron, did you pick? I'm sorry.
I think it depends on which Avery Johnson comes out because he was terrible against BYU and then had a great game against Oklahoma State. I'm gonna pick too much prime, man.
They about to be 5-1. ESPN is going to go crazy on Monday.
I'm not even worried about ESPN. I'm worried about Twitter. Like,
oh yeah, that's like the community. The community, baby.
Shoot, you're gonna be hearing it from your mom if they win.
Absolutely. Good.
Colorado's just like, you don't gotta play BYU.
Oh man.
My Utes lost already, so I gotta pick another team from Utah, and that's an undefeated team up in Provo.
Bro, I'm so mad Utah lost, bro.
They were so shitty. But Justin, what were you about to say before we move on to the other stuff?
Man, who are these niggas that you talk about who don't fucking change the channel on a Saturday?
There's
Like,
some
you keep
people
saying that. Yeah, if you want to just watch ABC all day, here's your games. Like,
there's some people who do. They
I
don't
only know
change
of
it.
one.
They don't change it. They will literally put it on one station and they will
Martin,
leave that shit.
Martin, we thinking of the same person. Don't lie.
Man, that's their business. I'm
you're
just
going
telling you.
you're going to tell me off air when who this person is. If you have cable, if you have the, all right, it'd be one thing if a game on Peacock and shit. Then you gotta like go to the menu and shit. Then it's harder. But like if you have regular cable or like YouTube TV, you just flip through. I don't understand.
You just press the number. Yeah, it's simple, right?
It is simple. It is simple. But sometimes, bro, they be like, nah, these games are too good. I ain't moving.
Some people just be comfy.
Mm-hmm. Just saying. All right. Performance of the week. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Go ahead, Byron.
I am going to go Jalen Royals, the wide receiver out of Utah State. He had 9 receptions for 211 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a 59-yard touchdown and a 75-yard touchdown. So,
he
was my performance of the week.
He was going off. Damn. Cedric.
Well, Ashton Genty, Boise State, 3 touchdowns, 186 yards rushing, ripped off a 75-yard run. My man's is the front runner in the Heisman. Put some respect on his fucking name. Honestly, these numbers that we are seeing in week 5 from a running back are fucking insane.
Justin?
So many options. I'm going to pick a couple.
Okay.
Actually, I'll pick 2 for right now. I'm going to go Texas A&M running back, Le'Veon Moss, 12 carries, 138 yards, 2 tutties. I'm going to take the homer pick, Emeka Ibuka, 9 receptions, 71 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I got one more if I'm Martin, don't pick him.
Okay.
I got to give this man some shine.
I got 2, and they're both from the same exact game. One, Diego Pavia.
There we go.
One,
my guy.
One, his name is Diego. So that's already up there. Hard. 16, 20, 252, 2 tutties, no picks. Outplayed that at that time. The Heisman frontrunner. Come on now. Come on now. And then his wide receiver, Mr. Eli Stowers, 6 catches, 113. They couldn't stop, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 6 for 113. They couldn't stop him. Wide receiver QB pair. And the fans who took that damn goalpost and threw it across the river.
I'm here for taking the goalpost to the Cumberland River. I'm all for that shit. Always.
Yeah, I gotta give. Just who was your other one?
It was gonna be Diego. You got me.
Yeah, bro. You can't leave a man who's named Diego out there balling.
Senor Pavia.
Yeah, oh, yes. All right, then. Just we'll let you start with the trash can of the week.
Trash can. Oh my goodness. I got to.
Okay.
I gotta go my Nigerian brother, unfortunately. You're not a very good quarterback. I think.
Oh no.
I think I'm gonna be right because I was wrong. Actually, I don't even think I'm wrong. Jalen Monroe, you still might need to be a fucking tight end. But Alex Orji, you definitely need to be a fucking running back or a wide receiver or some position where you don't have to throw the fucking football because you obviously cannot do it. You went 3 for 7 for 15 yards. Enough said.
What was the other one?
And then my second one is the Florida State rush defense. Just trash. Clemson had 40 total carries for 265 yards.
Cedric.
I'm sorry, I was laughing. Well, I'll jump on with Justin because mine's just Michigan. Mine's just Michigan. Like,
Oh my God.
just Michigan right now. Like, this is what the first year of the playoff? Returning defending national champions?
Mhm.
This is what I ain't gonna lie. Y'all motherfuckers gave me all this anxiety and shit on the off season just to play like this. What the fuck? Like, this is some bullshit for real. Like, and then USC as a whole. Like, I ain't even gonna get on LinkedIn with the Jet. Like, man, you make your money, make your hustle, get your bag. But my dude, like, I mean, shit. It may be time. I don't know if they're gonna keep paying you if you can't get it done. So, yeah, that's it. Those are mine.
Byron.
My trash can of the week. We just played this man. Hey, McNamara, the Iowa starting quarterback.
Oh, God.
14 for 20, 98 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 2 fumbles. Iowa, he's not the answer. Y'all might need to bench him, man.
Good. Any other ones, Byron?
Nope, just that one.
All right. Mine is kind of copied Justin's from a couple weeks ago. Mine is the entire state of Alabama.
Yeah.
The reason for that
Oh God.
is because a lot of Alabama teams got their asses whipped. Alabama A&M lost to Jackson State. Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. Auburn lost to Georgia. And Florida A&M beat Alabama State. All their college teams, where they played someone not in the state of Alabama, lost. So they suck. That's it.
That's well abbreviated. I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah, nice and to the point. Let's do now winners and losers. Byron.
My winner are Dragon Ball fans. Sparking Zero came out early for pre-orders yesterday. People started streaming it around midnight. According to Steam DB, it peaked around 91,000 current players about 4 hours ago. Officially releases on October the 11th, so this Friday. So I expect that player data to be massive when it's officially released. And then Dragon Ball Daima comes out on October the 11th. So Dragon Ball fans are eating this week.
Cedric.
My winners, shit, I can't deny them any longer. Washington Commanders. They're out here playing good football. I mean, granted, like, it's the Browns, but still, I mean, to keep it going, keep it moving, Jaden Daniels out here showing that franchise that he can get the job done right now. So,
Okay. Any other winners?
no.
Justin.
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to be a homer today. I got to go my Dallas Cowboys. That win on Sunday. Me and Biggie talked about it. We said these niggas were not about to do a goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Steelers were a little worse. I'm not going to lie. That offense was dog shit. But the Cowboys came out without their 2 bookends, Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, lost their left tackle Tyler Smith in game, and still got the job done. And Dak Prescott, after throwing 2 interceptions, gets the game-winning drive. Love to see it. We gonna get our ass beat this week against Detroit, but I just love to see us get a W in a tough spot like that.
With the lightning delay too.
Yes, I was watching that game till 1 in the fucking morning. Fuck that shit.
Any other winners, Justin?
No, losers is gonna be long.
Okay, I got two winners. The first winner, I'm going to be a homer as well, but it's going to be to my Cedric and Byron's alma mater, Capital University, because they competed in their first ever competitive bowling championship. They have a competitive bowling team for both men's and women. So shout out to Capital having a competitive bowling team. My other winner, I'm gonna go to they got competitive bowling on.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Announced it at homecoming. They won too, so good for them. My other winner is actually going to be in the anime world too. Shout out to My Hero Academia. Their final episode of season 7, which has been great, is this Saturday, along with their 4th movie that comes out this Friday. So they will end their season this weekend, and then we will wait what they will do for more than likely the final season of season 8. So shout out to them. They've been doing great. Now, circle back. Justin, losers.
Oh my goodness. Where Where can I start? Oh my God. My first loser after watching that shit on Monday, Dennis fucking Allen. And yes, God damn it, I don't know why the Saints. I got you, Byron. I don't know why the Saints retain this man after the season that he had last year. I don't know how you're a defensive head coach and you let the Chiefs gain 460 yards on your head without Rashid Rice. Well, Isaiah Pacheco, and then when you get the gift where my man Samson, shout out to him, he gets the interception and the offense does something and scores the ball. Juju gets loose for like a 70-yard gain. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you still have your job. You're one of the worst coaches against the spread in history. I don't understand. You're big ass. Big ass Dennis Allen. And then my second loser.
Oh, shit.
You know what? I was thinking, God, do I want to give it to the entire organization or just Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. It's a fucking tire fire in this motherfucker. I don't know. This is a Jets / Aaron Rodgers. Because these niggas fired Robert Saleh today after their game in London against the Minnesota Vikings. The defense, which Robert Saleh is in charge of, that's his side of the ball, they did enough to win. Robert Saleh and the defense didn't throw 3 interceptions. And then a fucking terrible one at the end of the game to lose him the game. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you right now, if Aaron Rodgers was black and did some of the bullshit he does, this nigga be going on benders. He literally goes on benders before the season and advertises it. You think ayahuasca is drugs? Mm-hmm. I do not understand. I don't understand how Robert Saleh becomes a scapegoat because Willie Allen wanted to give Aaron Rodgers the entire offense, and your entire offense is ass. Aaron Rodgers looking older by the day. This nigga has not won a Super Bowl in a fucking over a decade. Mm-hmm. And you let this nigga run your offense like, hey, we so desperate for a quarterback. We gotta give it to old ass Aaron Rodgers who really hasn't done shit in a decade and won a couple MVPs in between. And those you got to be on the $40. Mm-hmm. Jets and Aaron Rodgers. I'm getting hot.
Any other ones?
That's it.
I would add to the Jets one too, the freaking audacity to not even let this man Robert Saleh say goodbye and talk to the team and address it. They escorted him.
Security.
Didn't even let him speak to his team.
It's wild.
Fucked up.
Cedric, how about you, man?
Well, Justin's still one of mine. I was going to say Aaron Rodgers too because I fucking hate that nigga so much. Bro, I was at dinner with my family and my brother, who used to be a Jets fan, defended this man at the dinner table. I had to look at this man. I was like, bro, you don't even like this man. Let this man throw 3 fucking interceptions. He is cancerous right now. Just cut him out. He old. Sometimes you just get old. It's not his fault. Father Time is not on his side.
I'm sorry, Cedric. Niggas have let Tom Brady think that old niggas can fucking play forever, bro. You ain't Brady.
Rod, remind us, bro, you remember when Brett Favre came back, tried to do that extra last push? That nigga was throwing picks left and right. Like, sometimes you just gotta say it, man. Like, sure, he'll go into the Hall of Fame. But this nigga ain't going to the Hall of Fame based off this season. He's going to the Hall of Fame for his old gold. And that's just fine. Nigga, let someone else get the spotlight. Your time is done. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, here we fucking go.
You this nigga lose every goddamn week, bro.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I thought Cleveland had lost hope just for naturally being in Cleveland. Like, them niggas really don't look forward to shit nowadays. And I'll tell you what, I didn't think it could get more depressing than that bitch. But I watched that shit on Sunday, and I swear, I thought the whole city of Cleveland was just going to just get eaten by a dark hole the way this nigga just walked off the field, just like, fuck it, I'm done. Like, the players don't quit on everyone. The fans, like, I don't even know what the fuck you do in that organization anymore. But Deshaun, man, you know it's bad when Stephen A says, is this okay for you to get arrested for sucking? Like, that's how you know it's rough out here. Like, bro, like, you playing like a punk ass bitch and you going out like one too, leaving the field, leaving your team hanging like that. But yeah, those are my two losing quarterbacks. They both fucking suck. They both need to just sit down. It's okay. Just stop playing football. It's all right. Hopefully you save that money.
Oh, well,
Otherwise
only
your ass is gonna be
guarantee.
broke. Also, I saw you settled your claim today, Deshaun. You thought I wasn't watching. That's what your bitch ass get. I can't wait to see your name in that Diddy list. I know you was at those parties, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I had to cut that out. That was wild. Oh God.
Byron.
All right. My first loser, the Seattle Seahawks. One, you lost to the Giants, which come on, it's the Giants. Two, you're at home and lost to the Giants. Three, they were without Malik Neighbors and Devin Singletary. Tyrone Tracy, their backup, had 18 carries for 129 yards. Darius Slayton had 8 receptions for 122 yards. So you let backups get over 100 yards receiving and rushing. And three, how do you have Kenneth Walker III come back from injury last week against the Lions and have 3 rushing touchdowns? But this week, you only let him have 5 carries? 5 carries the whole entire game. Y'all think that's acceptable? Geno Smith out here throwing 40 times a game. Yeah, we're only have Kenneth Walker rush for 5 times. Terrible play calling. And then, of course, I have to be a homer. Justin already brought him up. The Saints, terrible. This will be the last time y'all ever hear me speak about the Saints on this podcast.
Cap.
No, trust me. After today, I'm done talking about the Saints on this podcast. The Saints will never be a serious organization or win meaningful games with Dennis Allen as their head coach. He's not consistent. He's supposed to be a defensive-minded coach. Our defense has looked slow and out of place the last 3 games. He doesn't coach with passion. Every time they pan to him on the sideline, he looks like he doesn't care. So the Saints are my permanent loser, while Dennis Allen is the head coach. Also, fuck Derek Carr.
Looks like a spurt, bro. Damn.
Before he got hurt, he looked like
He was
ass.
saying, Justin, he was saying,
Did you
fuck
see
Derek
that
Carr
pick
before
he
he got
threw?
hurt?
The first pick was absolutely
I did see that shit, and that shit was fucking horrible.
Byron, you got any more losers?
No, that was it. Just Seahawks and the entire Dennis Allen and the Saints.
Okay. I got 2, mainly 1. But this person, Carl Anthony Towns, said he was a better shooter than Steph Curry and Dirk Nowitzki. No, the fuck you're not. Let's just get that out the way. Let's stop that.
What the fuck?
Let's stop. I'm so sick and tired of people getting on little Club Shay Shay's couch and capping to the cap police. You are not a better shooter than both of them. Let's keep it moving.
You didn't have to give that energy, bro. I'm sorry. You did not have to give that energy, bro. Why do you do this to yourself, bro? It's like Browns fans when they watch the Browns, they can't help themselves. They just have to keep watching.
It was like, I was going to say, like, where did this even come from? I'm surprised Jordan Woods let this man on Club Shay Shay. I thought he had a bedtime.
Me too. But Justin, to that thing, I'm starting to get in the mode because in 2 weeks the NBA starts, so I'm already starting to get into that mode. So, yeah. But the main losers are the people who think the world revolves around them. The reason
being more tweets.
No, this is what I've been actually saving for a bit. Obviously, we know that this weekend is a big college football weekend. Mm-hmm. This week also is one of the top 5 Saturdays for weddings. People getting married, more power to them. The fact that this argument comes up every year about fall weddings on college football is asinine. Justin, you know, when I feel like it on our NFL podcast, I bring up the ratings. So, right now, typically around 17.9 million people watch football, the NFL. 17.9, a lot of people. There's 33.3 million people in the United States. So, in hindsight, I love football. We all love football. But there's some people there who don't love football. And that's okay. And for the people who are like, oh, I wouldn't go to a wedding if it was on October 12th, shut the fuck up. If your girl made you go to that wedding, your ass is putting on a suit and you're going to that wedding, stop fucking capping. I'm sick of the people capping on here like, oh, I wouldn't go to a wedding, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't leave. Stop it. You are going. You don't have to cap on social media. It is okay. This is not 2012 with weddings. This is 2024. You have a smartphone. You have live alerts. you will be all right. So those people with the fall weddings, stop fucking bitching. If people want to have their weddings during fall, more power to them. If they don't, more power to them. But that's really it. The world don't revolve around your little football watching ass. You should probably go to fucking the gym and work out instead of bitching about weddings. Just to generalize the people who are saying this shit.
Hashtag lies told on Twitter.
God. I'm not done. Now I'm mad. So
I got him going. Hold on.
Because now, Justin, you brought up Twitter. My brother in Christ, if it is really you who did this shit, Stephon fucking Diggs.
No, bro, we gotta talk about this shit, bro.
All I'm going to say,
man.
all I'm about to say, come on this podcast and clear your name, brother. Because brother, no, come on. Because now it makes sense why Josh Allen shipped your ass out of Buffalo. I'm going to just leave it at that. Now, to the most important thing. When we come back next Tuesday, Justin, what's the final score of the game?
I am weak. I already bet OSU to cover -4. Like an idiot. It's already going down, so. But I will say it's a 28 to 21 game. I like Ohio State by a tutty.
Byron?
I'm gonna say 35-28.
Cedric?
I was going to say 28-24.
I'm going to
I
go.
think it's going to be close.
I'm going to go 31-28. I think it is going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a barn burner. Well, that being said, anything else, guys? Anyone else we need to call out? Justin, I'm surprised you didn't shout out to your boy, Kirk Cousins. For throwing that 500. For throwing that 500.
We already know how I feel about Kirky boy.
And yeah, so
actually, I got one more loser. My boy Joshy boy, come on.
I'm saving Joshua till after Monday.
Oh,
Against the Jets.
If they lose that game, oh my gosh, that ain't gonna be a good Tuesday for him.
No,
they gotta win. I don't want to see this bullshit where NFL team fires the coach or makes a change, and then all of a sudden that one game they're lights out. Josh, put them in the dirt.
That's right. I'm praying for the Jets' downfall.
I want them to get
killed
season. I want them getting smoked that Monday so bad.
I need first 3 weeks of the season, Joshy boy. I need to come out and show these niggas who the fuck he is again.
MVP Josh?
Oh, respectfully, the people who vote for MVPs, you are ass. There is no way Patrick Mahomes is a leading candidate for MVP. Let's cut that shit out. Cut that shit out.
Oh, just give us Lamar Jackson again. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
It ain't Patrick Mahomes. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely. Just saying. All right. I mean, yeah, shout out to Kurt. And then, I got to throw him in there too. Mike Evans. Hall of Famer Mike Evans. Caught his 100th touchdown.
You know what time it is this week, Martin and Byron?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we know. I'm
trying to get 2 touchdown Mike Evans.
But with that being said, we can't wait to come back next Tuesday to talk about it. There's 2 big games next Saturday that we got to cover. Next Saturday, we have Texas and Georgia. Ooh. And then we have Alabama. Was it Alabama?
Is it Tennessee?
It's a Tennessee game.
Yep.
So we have Alabama, Tennessee next week. And
third Saturday in October.
And Georgia and Texas. We'll be right back with 2 big games. Now, with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to, and go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.